Well, hello and welcome to episode 351 of the Extra Features Movie Review Podcast. Like it says in the title, this is a movie review podcast, so there will be spoilers coming up on some of these movies. I am Doug, and I'm joined by Extra Features head honcho Simon. How you doing, Simon?
I am still here. This show was only supposed to last maybe 20 episodes, and we were supposed to pack it in and just so that was fun.
Wow, and now you're up to 351. I think
It's
you're the only
insane.
person who's been in every single episode.
I have. Even Kevin missed some early ones because he was busy. Kevin has never been fired. Kevin is still on the show. He's just really extremely busy.
Yes.
So, I mean, one day I'll probably have him back on in January for a top 10 list. I'm hoping that's usually an Oscars. Like, just Kevin can't do movies anymore. He just does not have time.
Fair enough.
But you can run into him at conventions all across USA and Canada. That's where you want to find Kevin. That's where he is.
Yes, he works at all the Comic Cons and he'll
Yeah.
be there.
So Doug, before
Yes,
I
sir.
just want people to know we were supposed to record this yesterday. Not that it matters to anybody because I never put them out on time anyway. Doug has been the greatest dad ever. Would you like to tell our
Yes.
listeners why? Because I was fucking impressed as a father. Not sure I could do this myself.
My youngest son is a senior in high school. His girlfriend is now a freshman in college. So over Halloween weekend, he wanted to visit her, but she is in a college, depending on traffic, between 4 and 5 hours away. So, being the good dad, I drove him to see his girlfriend Thursday night, and I immediately turned around, came back home. I got home at about 3 a.m., wandered into my bedroom and fell asleep until about 9 when the super of my building came and started knocking on my door, but that's a whole nother story.
Is this a
And
good
then on
story, the super knocking in the door? Because I think it might be relative because I haven't heard it.
No, you haven't heard it. I tend to keep that to myself, but now he had to come and fix a window in
Oh,
my bathroom, but I never got an email saying he was coming at 9 a.m. on Friday, but
oh,
there he was
oh, brutal,
after I got
brutal.
in at 3 a.m. But Kate was over. Kate actually did get sleep the night before, so she woke up and she was the one who handled the super and was none too pleased with the with the barging in at 9 a.m. and she asked, "Well, is this normal? Do you normally?" He's like, "No, we sent an email." So she asked me to check my email. I never got an email about this, so she was none too pleased with my super. Um, but that was Friday. That was Halloween, and then on Sunday I drove back to Rhode Island to pick up my son and got him home. That time I got home much earlier. It was like 9 o'clock at night on Sunday.
Now,
But
me being me, I decided to look up Rhode Island
yes.
and see how long. I almost emailed you places to go visit for me so I could have an itinerary, but I thought you might kill me. But that did cross my mind, being me. And you
Okay.
know me being me would have sent you that list and expected to be complete.
Yes.
But you
Yes.
didn't tell me you were staying, so I stopped researching it.
Mhm.
But if you
No, I
were
did not
staying in
stay.
Rhode Island, I had a full venue of things for you to do.
Okay. Well,
And on the
I
list
had
was looking
plans.
for, I'm going to finish, then I promise you can talk.
Okay.
Looking for Oreo cherry Coke, Oreo Coke was on the list because
Okay.
I had mapped out targets you could go check for me.
Oh, okay.
Because I know how much you love Target and Walmart. Because I figured you could just do some shopping for me while you were there.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That was high on my itinerary.
Oh, I'm sure it
Way,
was. Because
way
I'm
above sleep.
I'm sure Kate is eagerly prepping my Christmas present of my Krispy
Hmm.
Kreme New York donut that's only available in New York as a Big Apple. I'm sure she's eagerly getting me a container to mail that to me. I'm hoping.
Yes,
Yeah.
because nothing tastes better than a stale donut sent through the
Nothing,
mail.
nothing at all. It probably tastes as good as the Oreo Coke I've received from you.
Yes.
So, Doug, I just want people to know that I think you're Father of the Year. You've beaten me. I only drive an
Thank
hour
you.
to see my daughter. I take her out for lunch. I stay for a few hours and I come home. All within the
Okay.
same day. Like it's not 3 a.m. I can't do that anymore. I'm too old. So, me personally, I would just found somewhere to stay in Rhode Island and found something to do.
Okay.
There must be a hockey team there somewhere I could watch a game.
I'm sure there's something to do, but nah, I had plans. I had a Halloween party I had to go to on Friday evening, and then had tickets to see a show in New York on Saturday.
Yeah, hold on. We got lots more. This does get better.
Yeah.
What show did Doug see?
I saw Bat Boy.
Who
It
is in this show that I've never heard of?
there was a lot of people in it, a bunch of Tony nominees and stuff. It was
We're a
a
movie
special
show.
2 week run thing, so it was a limited engagement
Okay,
type of thing.
I have an idea. Next time your lovely son needs to go to Rhode Island,
Hmm.
get him an Uber app and a bus ticket. I think that might be cheaper.
I don't know. That could be pretty expensive, but we'll see.
I'm
I think
just
the next
saying,
time he goes up there, he's taking the train. So,
fine. Just,
yeah.
give dad a break. That's a
Yes.
lot of driving. So, Doug, after all this,
Yeah.
did you have time to actually watch any movies?
I will be honest, it's been about a week since I've watched a movie, so I have notes on what I've watched for the episode, but it has been a little while since I've seen a movie.
I do have new chips to open, Doug.
Oh, smoky paprika. That sounds good,
These
actually.
are from England.
Okay.
And I have good news, people, that my friend from Europe is in Europe right now picking up new potato chips for me to try.
All right. Well, you're trying a potato chip. You want me to set up our first movie?
Oh, these things smell weird. Smell like bacon.
That could be the paprika.
You want one, Doug?
Sure. Could you mail me one? I'm sure I'll get it in pristine condition.
I'll put it in the container my donut comes in. I'm sure it's
Okay.
hermetically sealed.
Simon's given a thumbs up. It looks like the smoky
These are good.
paprikas are a
These
hit.
are really, really good. These are probably the best ones I've had.
Okay.
I'll give these a solid 9.
Nice.
I like them. Mm.
All right. Well, while
I'll eat
Simon
those
is
tomorrow.
chewing, let me set up our first movie for this episode. It is Caught Stealing, directed by Darren Aronofsky, starring Austin Butler, Regina King, Zoe Kravitz, Matt Smith, Liev Schreiber, and Vincent D'Onofrio. And also, I'd be neglectful if I didn't mention Super Bowl halftime show performer Bad Bunny is also in this movie. All right.
Ice, ice, baby.
You, okay, I know you're Canadian, but I do have to say Puerto Rico is an American uh location, so you can't deport Bad Bunny. ICE would have nothing to do with him. He is American.
I can't. I don't want to report. I don't want to report to anybody.
Okay. Well, you were
Why
singing
would I
Ice
want to
Ice
report to?
Baby,
That's
so
the only song. Like, all I know is what I saw. I mean, I don't know
okay.
where he's from. Is
Puerto
Bruno
Rico.
Mars American? Is he Puerto Rican too?
I have no idea about Bruno Mars.
I like Bruno Mars, but we're not here to discuss Bruno
Okay.
Mars. But let's go back to your
No,
caught
he
stealing.
was not in Caught Stealing.
No, thought he was.
Um,
Oh. If I got
all right.
confused, him and Bad Bunny, Bruno, who could tell the difference? Not this guy.
You're just not a music connoisseur then. Uh, I get I can start with this movie. I was impressed. This movie was less funny than the trailers had me believing it would be, but the script I thought was really tight. That this had a fantastic setup, it had the payoffs, it had all the leading up. Just really wonderful performances too. I really loved Butler. I thought Regina King was good. Every Vincent D'Onofrio and Liev Schreiber as the Hasidic assassin Jews. I I had a lot of fun with this movie. It did get pretty dark at times. Spoiler alert, Zoe Kravitz does not make it through. I was not expecting her to get whacked in this movie, but she does. I just thought with the exception of one scene, the scene where Liev Schreiber and Vincent D'Onofrio walk in on that wedding and start blowing everybody away. I thought the story was actually pretty believable. I thought it was pretty realistic, pretty believable. And I'm excited that 2025 seems to be a year that prestige directors are doing crime films. We have Darren Aronofsky doing this. You have Paul Thomas Anderson doing One Battle After Another. You even have Ari Aster doing Eddington, which could be seen as a crime film.
It is.
I I really like this. I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Oh, here we go. Me and Doug are off to a good fight right out the beginning. Doug, me and Aronofsky are like, me, these whatever directors we're going to call them. I have this and they just, Ari
Mhm.
Aster, I have the same problem with. It's give and take with me.
Okay.
I find he gives me a lot to work with. I just didn't want to take any of it. I found
Okay.
it choppy. I thought the guy was running 24/7. I'm like, oh, here we go again, going for another run. I don't care. Why don't you call your mom again? Because I don't care. Oh, great. Yeah, don't care. That's literally what I did the whole film. I'm like, yep, this ain't jiving with me in any way. Doug's gonna love it, and I'm gonna hate it. I already know this. I'm already
Okay.
halfway through, and I'm not feeling anything here. I like the acting. I like the script. I just felt it didn't mesh for me at times. I just felt it was
Okay.
if I showed it as short films, if we just what I'm talking about. He has a lot of cuts in them. You can tell where the cuts are. The new storyline starts. I
Hmm.
like them as short films. I didn't like the overall picture by the end.
Okay.
I did like the end. I gotta say, coming from the end, I did like how it wrapped up. I think it was kind of predictable how it wrapped up, but I was okay with it.
Okay.
It didn't do anything for me, but I find Aronofsky's just not doing it for me lately, not in a while.
I mean, that's fair. I'm not a fan of all of Aronofsky's stuff,
That
but this
nature
one
film with Jennifer Lawrence was bizarre.
I kind of like that one. Mother, I liked
Mother, that's
Mother.
it.
Yeah.
Each his own. I mean, me and Aronofsky
Hmm.
again are love and hate. It's like me and Ari Aster. It's love and hate.
I mean, Aronofsky's previous film, The Whale, I did not like
Oh,
The
see, I
Whale
friggin'
at all.
loved The Whale. Loved
Uh,
it.
I hated The Whale.
So there we go. So I'm just
Okay.
saying, people, I think the film's worth watching.
Hmm.
I think if you're halfway through and you just like this ain't doing it for me, just turn it off or fast forward to the end because you'll catch
Okay.
up on what's going on. I don't know. It just didn't mesh for me. I didn't like Matt Smith as a punk. Kind of just looked stunt casting too.
See, I didn't mind that. I like that. I thought he brought a credibility to it with his Britishness, I guess. I don't know how
Well,
else
I've
to put
already
it.
saw him in Starving Acre. That was enough Matt Smith for me. I just don't find him an interesting actor.
Okay, that's fair. I like him. And he
You
wasn't the
like
lead here, so
you like everybody, so it doesn't count.
not everybody. There are
Mm.
people I don't like.
Me, I'm one. That's why he won't come to my house to do this show. He stays in his apartment.
Well, yeah, I mean, Also, that would be a hell of a drive to do a
Well, I know
podcast
you can do
once
it
every two
now.
weeks.
I think we've proved to you you can do it. It's only 12 hours to my
Yeah,
place.
about that. So that would be a 24-hour getting there, coming back. Yeah,
Listen,
that'll
I'll find you a nice place to stay.
okay.
You're not staying at my house, that's for sure, but I will find you.
Oh, that's fair. That is fair. All right. I guess we'll go from Caught Stealing to Honey Don't, directed by Ethan Cohen, starring Margaret Qualley, Aubrey Plaza, Chris Evans, and Charlie Day. Uh,
Oh,
what
that's
did
who
you
that
think of
was.
Honey Don't?
Now, I'm going to apologize for listeners. I think I saw this about 3 months ago when it first came out. I
Okay.
watched it. I am not a fan with him without his brother.
Okay.
I need them together. I find this film was very linear for the most part, and I found it really boring. I think the shot selections there, I find the Cohen shot selections are always good. My problem is Margaret Qualley. I don't get people keep running her down my throat. I think she's quality, but she needs quality to get there. She's not going to bring my work better. Does that make sense? If she doesn't have a
Yes.
good script, she doesn't make it better on her own. She tries hard, but she
Mhm.
needs to improve on it, I think. And she's gotten better. I agree, but I just like, eh. Aubrey Plaza to me is always the same. Just kind of, okay, it's Aubrey Plaza.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do better, but it's Aubrey Plaza. She works cheap. I got it. I'm try. I remember coming out of this going, I'm bored. This whole trilogy has bored me to no tears. I don't find it interesting.
Okay.
Other than the shot selection, I find the scripts dull to me. I find the acting dull. I need his brother to come together and bring me back the Coens. I need them back.
Okay.
It's like those other guys that broke up. The one did the Safties. I need them to come back together too.
Okay. Well, we're getting two movies this year from the Safdies.
Together?
Not together,
Then
separate.
I'm
We
out.
have we
No,
have Smashing Machine and
I've
Marty
already seen it.
Supreme. Okay.
What's the other one?
Marty Supreme.
I'll try it. It's got to be better than Smashing Machine because that was smashingly boring.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm kind of with you on this one. I definitely think Ethan needs Joel to that something about the two of them together. They just those movies work. Even their worst movie is better than this. On the other hand, I did like Margaret Qualley. I thought whoever's idea it was to cast her as like a 40s or 50s PI, I think that worked. I thought she brought that world weariness. Uh, I liked her delivering that dialogue. But really, aside from that, there wasn't much in this movie to really captivate me. I thought the whole thing with the cult, it seemed, especially with the end reveal, that it was just a red herring, and they spent way too long on that red herring for it to not lead to anything. Uh, the ending almost makes sense to me, but not completely. I'm trying not to spoil things, but what the
Are we
heck?
allowed to
I've
spoil
already
things?
said we give spoilers. It turns out Aubrey Plaza is a serial killer.
Oh, that
Like
was
I,
it. I knew there was something to do
yeah,
with Aubrey Plaza at the end, but I couldn't remember because I
L-
think I fell asleep 4 times.
like I said, the ending almost makes sense to me, and I think if I watched it another time, I might be able to pick up on the clues
Why would you
if there are
want to watch
clues.
this
But
another time?
that's the thing. I don't really. I
Then
really
don't.
don't want to watch it again. Uh, I ended up giving this a 2.5 out of 5. Like I said, I like Margaret Qualley. I like Ethan Cohen. I just think he really needs his brother to shine. I think the two of them working together is magic. Them separately, not so much.
Oh, forgot something in the pre-chat before we started. I got to tell you. I want people to know next, this is Doug's list. Next list is my list. I told Doug on text I was taking one for the team. I forgot to tell you the film I watched for us.
Okay.
Father's Little Dividend was the next film in the Manelli Marathon. It's a sequel to Father of the Bride. It's done. You don't have to worry about it. Just
Oh,
wanted to bring
good.
that up now. So people, don't worry. Doug is not going to have to watch Father's Little Dividend.
Okay.
Oh,
But
wow.
speaking of movies we did watch,
Oh, crap.
now
More movies?
it's time to get into The Toxic Avenger, the remake, directed by Macon Blair, starring Peter Dinklage, Jacob Tremblay, Kevin Bacon, and Elijah Wood. My turn to start here, and I don't know why, but for some reason, this movie very much felt like Wes Craven's Swamp Thing to me.
Which I have never seen.
This movie had a lot more gore to it, and it was a lot more goofy, but it kind of felt like Wes Craven's Swamp Thing to me. This was fun. It had a very low budget. I think it's a love letter to the original Trauma film, a love letter to all the Trauma films that Lloyd Kaufman made. But this one had bigger stars in it. You're not going to get a Peter Dinklage or a Kevin Bacon to show up in a Trauma film. Maybe Elijah Wood. He's a little weird. He likes to do weird projects, but yeah, there really wasn't much for me to grab onto in this movie. It felt like it had a lot of very weird things just for weirdness sake. The bad guys' henchmen were a heavy metal band for some reason, and they were very popular, but still the henchmen who go around killing people. Like I said, it felt like it was weird for weirdness's sake without much story behind it. Like Honey Don't, I gave this 2.5 out of 5. I love Peter Dinklage, but this is a performance where he's really only in half the movie. He physically is in half, and then the other half, he's just voicing the Toxic Avenger while another actor does the physicality, much like Darth Vader or something.
Well, I see. Speaking of a guy that's watched three of the four Toxic Avenger movies, this felt exactly the same as I did about the first one. It's terrible. Just dumb plot. I'm like, Peter Dinklage must be having the fun time of his life. He must have made enough money at Games of Thrones, he'll do anything thrown at him now. I mean, he was in Roofman for maybe 20 minutes, you know, playing the same little guy he did in same kind of guy. I did not mean what I said, but I did say it, but I didn't quite mean it that way. Same kind of guy in Elf, like just some angry little man, right? Which is fine. He's shorter than me. He's little. I just found this was the same thing. I thought the graphics were terrible. I thought the plot was terrible. I really came to the end of this going, I'm done with these Toxic Avenger films. Even though I have one more to watch. Then I've seen all
Okay.
five of them. They're not good. They're bad B slock. And I think the only reason this got a big release is because of Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
I think people are like, ah, Toxic Avenger back. And I'm like, why do you care? Did you watch the other garbage? No. You're watching because Peter Dinklage is in it, so I'll go see it. Absolute total garbage. Just the same as the first three. Actually, three is getting better. I found three's an improvement. But they're still
Okay, so you
terrible.
have
They're not good.
one of the traumas left.
I have four is the last one I have to watch, the fourth one.
Is
I've
that
watched,
Citizen Toxie? Is that
that's the one. I have not
that's the
seen a
fourth?
Citizen
Okay.
Toxie, which I hate to, I might get to it this weekend if I have time, but it will get done.
Okay.
If you
All
want to know
right.
my reviews, read my Letterbox extra features PC on Letterbox. Extra feature
All right.
podcast, it's all there. I review everything I watch. I'm trying, except for the horror ones I haven't done, but they'll probably get done soon. I just think
Okay.
this is garbage. I don't know why people like this franchise. It's not good.
Because
It
it's camp. It's all camp.
go watch Batman 66. You want real camp. This is just bad.
Okay.
I think there's better B movies out there than Toxic Avenger.
I would
Like,
agree with that,
I'd rather
yes.
watch Critters over again.
Okay. Now you're talking my language. Critters
Like,
is
I've seen
a
all the Critters movies. Like, I mean, I think people need to understand what I'm like. If Doug says watch number one, he'll know I'll watch all five. And that's
yes.
just who I am. So when this came out with the new Toxic Avenger, I said, well, let me watch the first one. I'm like, that is one big pile of crap. Badly acted, got no money. Two's got a little bit more money, and three, I think's got about the same budget.
Hmm.
It was supposed to take place in Japan, but it looks like they went to Chinatown.
Yes.
And I mean, maybe the trauma people aren't that smart to realize Japanese aren't Chinese people.
Troma is ultra low budget. They film in New York and New Jersey when they were in business, so
Are they still in business?
I don't think so, no.
They were, I'd say about 6 years ago, because I went to a film festival and I saw a new trauma film.
Oh, really?
So I
Okay.
think trauma's still around, and I personally met Lloyd Kaufman.
Nice.
And so I should have brought it on this episode. I have a signed copy of The Toxic Avenger because he gave it to me.
That is amazing. That
He
is
was
cool.
walking out and he said, "Hi, do you have a DVD player?" That's how long ago I met him. And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Here you go," and hands me a signed copy of Toxic Avenger. Somewhere on my shelf, there still is a signed Lloyd Kaufman Toxic Avenger. Yeah, very nice man. I give him full credit. I have met Lloyd Kaufman.
Nice. All right. Our next movie is Another You from 1991, directed by Maurice Phillips, starring Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor, Mercedes Ruehl, and Stephen Lang. So I
Is
believe
that
this
who the
is,
bad guy is? Stephen Lang?
I think so. Yes. Yes.
You forgot there's somebody else in here. What is this?
Oh,
Kevin Pollak.
yes. Yes, he is.
I clearly see Kevin Pollak. I'm like, that's Kevin Pollak. Really young Kevin Pollak. Okay. Doug, are we done with
Yes.
these movies? We still haven't done Stir Crazy, so I guess we're not doing Stir Crazy.
We will. That'll be on my next list. I wanted to end with what I thought was the best
Okay.
of
Well, I hope
Pryor
you
and
think this
Wilder.
is the worst, because this is a pile.
I mean,
From
yeah,
the
this
opening scene when he's sitting there, I'm like, what? This is so cliche and terrible. And they're in that meeting and they're all acting like idiots.
yeah,
Awful.
that's I will admit that this was my first time watching this one and I had heard it is the worst of the bunch.
Oh,
I for me it's a toss up between this and Silver Streak, which is the worst of the
no,
four.
I hated this way worse than Silver Streak.
Fair. Silver Streak at least had some good going for it, but yeah, this was bad.
Okay, so let's go back. So we fit there. I just watched this like 2 nights ago, so I'm up to date. Um, Richard Pryor's a con man. He goes, "Who can buy this guy? He's such a bad actor in this film. He's doing no comedy that I ever saw.
True.
None." And Gene Wilder, I don't know who he's playing. It's terrible. And Mercedes Rule looks still damn good to me. I'm still in.
Okay.
Still, I find her very attractive. If she doesn't talk, she talks, I have a problem. But other than that, I'm good. I
Okay.
just feel this is lacking direction at times. Like, how anybody can buy this premise? I don't get it. Even the actors. I'm like, are you guys desperate for cash and you wanted to do this pile of garbage? Like, it is
Possibly.
utterly dumb. Continually dumb. The whole film.
Yes.
And it just gets to the end, and I'm like, this is dumb.
Yeah, reading the premise, it sounds interesting. Richard Pryor's a con man, Gene Wilder's a pathological liar. So you think they could do something with a bunch of cons or something, but no, it's just the one long con in the movie. It's not. I think it would have been better if they just did a bunch of little cons and maybe had the police coming after them or something. It could be
Maybe.
like a
I'm with
comedy
you.
cat and mouse, but instead it's just the one long con and it's about inheritance and people thinking that Gene Wilder is actually this guy Abe, but he says he's not Abe, but he's also a pathological liar, so who knows? You're right. This just isn't good. This with men like Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor, they're fantastic comedic actors. They're funny men, and the legends of them working together, it's like, oh, it must be great. I really think they've only made two great movies together, and one of the two great movies Richard Pryor only wrote. He didn't act in, and that is Blazing Saddles.
Richard Pryor wrote Blazing Saddles.
Yes, he was one of the writers on Blazing
Oh,
Saddles.
that is a brilliant film.
The only movie they acted in together that I think is great is Stir Crazy, but that one also had Sidney Poitier as the director of it. Not that he's known for his directing, he's known for his acting, but you could see the way he works with actors. But we're not reviewing that movie right now. That's for next time. Yeah, this one just wasn't good. I have nothing really to say about it. This was like a 1 out of 5 for me. Just not good, and I feel bad that this is the last thing Wilder and Pryor worked on together. I wish there was more to this legendary pair, but there isn't.
I don't want more. Why do you want more? This was so bad.
Because I like comedy teams. I
So do
I I,
I.
I grew up
But
watching
watch
Abbott and
Bob Hope.
Costello. I like Laurel and Hardy, the Marx
Do those
Brothers.
movies. They might be better.
I want a modern comedy team. I think the last
We
one we
have me
really
and you.
had,
We don't need anything else.
we did have Simon Pegg and Nick Frost for a little while, but
We
they
did.
haven't worked together for a little bit, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. So I guess we're kind of in agreement. This movie sucked.